From the 25, they start in the quick game, and underneath to the tight end, Jacob Breland. First career receptions last week. He's got a gain of 12 and a first down for the Ducks. From the 38-yard line, it's Freeman's first carry with a gaping hole off the left side. Royce Freeman turns the corner for a first down to the 34. 27 yards for the nation's top active rusher.
We talked about his vision. He presses the hole, he sees it, and he accelerates through to the outside for the big gain.
Looking at its first third down. Herbert steps into a sideline throw. Brendan Schooler makes the catch for the touchdown. Drive, the sophomore out of Dana Point, California, takes advantage of the offensive line protecting Justin Herbert, giving him plenty of time to sit back there and let it fly. The Ducks on top. Nebraska's offense out there when you come back. A drop back and a sideline throw. It's Stanley Morgan knocked away and intercepted. Tyree Robinson on his first play of the season for the Ducks returns it 39 yards.
The safety who missed last week, and when we talked to defensive coordinator, there he is on the right side of your screen. When we talked to Jim Leavitt, he said, well, I don't know how well he's going to be able to play. This is his first time coming back into a live game scenario, able to come up with the opportunistic pick. And again, credit Thomas Graham being able to disrupt the concentration of wide receiver Stanley Morgan.
This is Freeman joins Herbert in the backfield on third down and goal. They bring four. Herbert floating, end zone, touchdown. Charles Nelson on a perfectly thrown ball.
Their most experienced wide receiver. He's got a ton of speed. And you're going to see them run kind of a little switch route as he goes to the corner of the end zone. Justin Herbert throws this with perfect amount of pace and touch to allow Nelson to run to the corner of the end zone.
He's got 2 touchdowns. They've run 2 plays. Bryant again, nowhere to go. Pulled down by Troy Dye, a freshman All-American a season ago, and off to a good start as a sophomore.
Well, one of the best things about Troy Dye is when he sees this hole open, he's going to fire his gun. He's going to accelerate through the hole to be able to make the tackle for loss. That's one thing you see really with any gym.
On third down and 3, Huskers bring in 5, picked up. Down the seam, a strike for a first down and more to Charles Nelson. 41-yard bullseye from Justin Herbert.
It starts off with a protection. Herbert's got a clean pocket. He sets his feet, and he delivers an absolute strike to possibly the fastest guy on the field in Charles Nelson.
Freeman, touchdown, Oregon.
And it just wears on you, the pace. Time after time, they keep pounding away, running the football, the quick screens to the outside, the big plays. Eventually, you just get worn down by the time you get into the red zone. To the left side of the offensive line, doubling up to the second level, helping to create a hole for Royce Freeman. 9 rushing touchdowns last week versus Southern Utah.
Oregon quickly on the ball for his second down and 8. Herbert all day to throw. Takes a shot. It is caught by Johnny Johnson, and then it comes out. They say it's a catch. Johnny Johnson, the third, lays out for a 56-yard highlight.
Let's see if he gets his hands underneath the football and is able to control it as he brings it into his body. Looks like it doesn't come out till after he hits the ground, and as long as he maintains control and possession, which he does right there, this should be upheld if it is reviewed.
Looks like Lamar Jackson
is under further review.
Tugs it out after
he felt like that was unjust.
Third down and long. Herbert scans and throws off of the hands and caught for a first down. Oregon is living right now. Johnny Johnson the third for a first down.
Just how you draw it up, right? There's Breland in the slot. He's going to sit down on the hitch route, and he really volleyball sets it to Johnson for the conversion and first down.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Good volleyball reference with a couple.
Offensive line.
On third and goal, it's Freeman hurtling into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day.
And this duck can fly. Watch the elevation of Royce Freeman as he leaps up over everyone. See at the end, looks like Dedrick Young was trying to get in there on the tackle. He stands at 6'1". He flew over him.
We were getting ready. Rushing touchdowns last week. A fake to Freeman. Herbert over the middle, hits Nelson in stride. The speedster around the corner for a first down to the 26 and a gain of 29.
Well, Nelson can absolutely fly, and he doesn't break stride to catch this one. Ball's a little bit behind, but Herbert finds him in the zone coverage over the middle of the defense. That soft spot of the split safety zone coverage by Nebraska is where Oregon right now is finding a lot of their big plays.
Benoit, left side, touchdown. Oregon takes advantage of that costly penalty. Promptly marching down the field to open up a 3-score lead.
Look at the seam created on the left side. Big number 73, Tyrell Crosby. Basically posts up Luke Gifford.
Of 11 so far. Starts with a fake to Bryant. Blitz gets home. He's ripped down by Kaulana Apelu. Or make that Troy Dye coming up with a sack.
Well, they call it green dogging. Watch number 35, Troy Dye. As soon as Trey Bryant ends up coming with the fake, he now then keys him to blitz. Once they see a running back stay in for the pass protection, that's his responsibility.
Lee over the middle. It is intercepted. Thomas Graham having a day. The true freshman with a pick. And Oregon has a chance to break this thing open before halftime. 20 of 24 to begin. Steps into a confident strike for a touchdown. Make it 21-25 and give Dylan Mitchell his first career score.
Watch Herbert absolutely rip this football. He almost stepped into it like he was a pitcher coming off the mound that he used to be a baseball player back in high school. Look at him just throw his whole lower half and all that torque. I mean, that thing was humming.
Yeah, his baseball commitments were what kept him. It's led Oregon to 7 touchdowns on 9 drives today. Lee has a screen pass knocked down by Jonah Moy. It's Royce Freeman. Got a great cut block. Got a first down, lowering the shoulder through Aaron Williams.
You throw the Nebraska defense a curveball. You put all 3 running backs in the backfield, and really with Herbert, you've got a 4th rusher. Incredibly hard then to cover down and be responsible for all the guys who could potentially carry the
pressure coming. Knocked down and incomplete. Jalen Jelks got his hand on it. They don't have any starting receivers in. They're going to run it, and it's shut down by Justin Hollins. Curious. 4th. Oregon rushes 5. It gets home to Tanner Lee, who got rid of it incomplete. Jonah Moy came untouched.
The offensive line last week for Nebraska didn't play overly well. They gave up a number of negative plays, and here, let's see, Tanner Lee tries his best to evade the pressure. Let's see if his knee was down before the ball came out.
Yep,
it was. Outside.
Freeman again, over 100 yards for the day. A punishing run close to the 30.
I don't don't know how many people want to be in this position, one-on-one with Royce Freeman in the open field. That's 240 pounds and low man wins. If Freeman get his shoulder down and just deliver a blow.
Instead of a first down by the 40, it's second down and long. Herbert scans the field, moved the defense with his eyes and found Dylan Mitchell, who gallops free into Nebraska territory. 36 yards.
What's so impressive?
Only a four-man rush. Lee with time. He gets intercepted. Thomas Graham, second of the day.
One of the things we really didn't see Nebraska do very often was throw down the middle of the field. A lot of their big gains were to the outside. And really, the last two interceptions were to the outside. But watch the shallow cross concept. You're going to see the tight end coming across the field from right to left. You'll see number 4, Thomas Graham. He undercuts the route. He saw it the whole way. Pretty opportunistic and big time for a true freshman.
Boy, Oregon's got themselves a player in this guy.
Yeah, and I don't think Lee ever saw him. I think he started to see that green grass.
He's attached to the left side of the formation. Freeman the motion man. Herbert takes it and green grass ahead. First down over the 35, and then he's in step up. Lee sets the feet, lets it go, tipped in the air and incomplete. Thomas Graham nearly got his third interception of the day. Lee has his arm hit and it's intercepted. Amani with a pick, out of bounds at the 35. Jonah Moy, the man that had that ball flying in the air, and it leads to the 4th interception of the day for the Ducks.
Just what we talked about a moment ago. Just get the drive started. There's Jonah Moy, number 3. He's going to rush high to the outside. They try to match him up with a tight end. And that's just not enough in protection to be able to keep Tanner Lee from feeling the pressure.
Amani with his second interception of the season. So Oregon takes over at the Nebraska 35. Yet another opportunity to try and put this one on.